So the news keeps reporting and all these economists keep saying that we're heading towards a soft landing and we're going to miss a recession. I say soft landing my ass. CNBC had a gentleman on, David Rosenberg, who's been in the industry for a long time, and I really resonate with what he's saying. Soft landing my ass. The American economy is about to go through a massive, massive recession, in my opinion. Again, this is not financial advice. Don't make any moves based on what I'm saying. This is just my information based on the facts, figures, numbers, logic that I'm researching. You should always make your own decisions. So first, I'm going to show you about a 3-minute video of David Rosenberg explaining very eloquently exactly what I've been talking about since June last year. When they jacked up interest rates, I told you guys there was going to be a reverberation effect in the economy, which was going to shake the job markets, the stock market, and the crypto market. And I said on the back end of this year, we're going to see a massive pullback. And I believe going into Q1 2024, we may see a recession. But they're preaching it's a soft landing based on numbers today. They pumped a bunch of stimulus in the system. Now all that stuff's drying up now as we go into the back end of this year. So listen to the video and then I'll show you the facts, figures, numbers, logic, so you can make an informed decision. Financial education.
Warns the end of summer could be a bummer. The Fed's doves are getting more vocal. Job growth is hitting a brick wall, and GDP is doing something it has never done without a recession following close behind. Rosenberg Research founder David Rosenberg joins us now with more on why September could lead into a winter of discontent. David, great to have you with us. It seems like everybody and their brothers have given up the call for a recession. They've gone into the soft landing, no landing camp. And here you are, you're saying recession is still on the horizon. Why are you so still firm and steadfast in this call?
Well, look, I've been in this business for 40 years, and I think I've seen it all, close to seeing it all. And, the same consensus that you're talking about was calling for a soft landing all the way into the summer of 2008. And the recession began in December of 2007. So I think it's just human nature. You had a nice counter trend rally in the stock market this year, and all of a sudden everybody thinks they have to fit their economic narrative into what the stock market is doing. But the major point I'm going to make is that the recession has been delayed, you could say, but it certainly has not been derailed. And what kept the Energizer Bunny going this year, and that's what I refer to the U.S. consumers, the Energizer Bunny, is that we had the excess savings file was real, and everybody seemed to spend all $2.2 trillion. I mean, some of it early on was used to pay down debt, but almost all that money was used for spending, and it continued right up until now.
Okay, so that's really important. So we had a shutdown of the globe in 2020 due to the C word, right? Then everybody, and I'm going to show you the charts, so we're going to give you facts to show back up what he's saying. So everybody started to use their credit because they started to lose their jobs, they got let go, they couldn't go back to work. And then stimulus pumped in the system, so people paid down debt, and now that stimulus is now drying up finally because they stopped pumping money in the system. They shut off the money supply and they raised interest rates. So now I'm going to show you where the consumer debt's at right now. It's out of control. America's debt's out of control and consumer debt's out of control. We're hitting a tipping point where people now are going to run out of room on their credit cards. They're going to run out of room on their credit lines. And now they're going to run into a position where they won't be able to service their debt, which causes a catastrophic move in the markets and the banks and the consumers' ability to service their debt. Okay, so this is right from the Fed website. The Federal Reserve of New York. Total household debt reaches 17 trillion with a T in Q2 2023. Credit card debt exceeds $1 trillion. Have you ever seen the difference between a million and a billion? Imagine a billion to a trillion. So that was on August 8th, that report. Okay, so check this out. This is 1999. This is a consumer debt. There was a peak right here if you look in this. So this is 2020 when we got shut down. So everybody started putting money on their credit cards. So they paid off their debt and serviced their debt because of stimulus checks. Well, now it started to dry up right here because they shut off the money supply. And now, boom, everybody's stacking up their credit cards. And it's over $1 trillion. So this is going to keep going up, and then these are going to stop getting serviced. And banks make money in 3 ways. Interest income off your credit cards, fee income off the fees, and capital markets income. We already have banks over leveraged. There's banks collapsing. The banks got downgraded. So if you can't service your debt, they're not making interest income. If you can't use the bank, you can't get fee income. And if the capital markets come collapsing down, they don't have capital markets income. So America's buried in debt and over-leveraged. Consumers are buried in debt and over-leveraged. And the banks hold that leverage and you're not gonna be able to service it. So they won't make money. And this isn't happening just in America, guys. So welcome to the biggest transition in human history. I hope this information reaches you well. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Love you guys. Remember, I warn you on every video, I will never proactively DM you. They're actually using AI technology. That is not me communicating with you. That's not me in the comments communicating with you. We do not have an investment platform. We do not invest people's money. We have an education platform, which is the Warrior Academy, which linked in my bio here on social media, helped over 7,000 people get their shit together. We also have a free consultation. I'm a licensed insurance agent. I have licensed insurance agents in all 50 states. We teach people tax code 7702, tax-free retirement. So if you're concerned about your 401k, scared about the capital markets, it's a free conversation. Just get the conversation started. There's very powerful ways you can secure and compound and grow your wealth like the wealthy with tax code 7702. And there's many other options where you can secure your principal for your 401k if it's allowed with your 401k. But it's a free conversation. But the key is financial education and taking sovereignty of your own wealth. Love you guys. See you soon. All in the bio here.